Chapter 2. Reservation Part 1. Here we go. Serious, wait, you'll get caught if you carry me like that. Don't mind me and just escape. Elf. Even if you say that, it just makes me want to help you even more. Besides, you're a very light Oni sense, so it's alright. Serious, I'm strengthened by my boost spell, so I don't have any trouble, but I was serious when I said that she's very light. And her body is really soft as well, which is a good thing, but does she even have any muscles? On the other hand, she's good at handling a knife. I guess these strange differences are related to her race. I keep escaping while enjoying the softness of the elven lady, but the bandits are still following us as I expected them to. Wait, you bastard. Bandit 1. You're just a fucking brat, I'll catch and paralyze you. Bandit 2. Hey. Don't go thinking that you can escape from us while carrying that burden. Bandit 3. They yell at me in a loud voice as I'm running, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that I keep a perfect distance between us, not too close to them but not too far either. I could outrun them if I feel like it, but right now, I really want to take care of these bastards. I also can easily get rid of them by shooting them with an invisible mana bullet using my gun magic, but Elf-san is watching. It would be too troublesome to explain their deaths, so I'll have to get by without dirtying my hands this time. Though the bandits are following us closely, they are running in a clumsy way, which means that the poison started taking effect. After confirming my location, I slowly stop running. You finally reached your limit. Bandit 1. Bastard, since we're in a hurry, we'll finish you off quickly. Bandit 2. It doesn't matter how much you beg, we won't forgive you. Bandit 3. They're exhausted no matter how you look at them. But they can only blame themselves. Stamina is above everything else. They should have trained more. Well, I guess it can't be helped this time since they're poisoned. I see, you ran away to buy some time for the poison to take effect. Elf, you're half right, I guess. More importantly, Owen-san, we're going to fly, so try not to bite your tongue. Serious, fly? What do you mean? Elf. Alright, ready, set, serious. As I use air step and fly to the sky, an enormous thing butts in while crushing all the trees in its way. That thing is a huge 2 meters tall 4-armed bear. It doesn't really look like a regular bear because of its abnormally big nose though. When I used my search spell earlier, I sensed it lurking around in the forest. I ran away to draw the bandits toward it. It should be alright to leave the rest to the bear. Besides, it's a GI Giga Bear. Bandit 2. Loveletseska. Hey, my body. Bandit 1. Hey. There is another one over here. Bandit 3. Help me. I can't move. Bandit 2. Did we enter in their territory? God damn it. Bandit 1. There was not only one but various reactions. And by now, the paralysis should be slowly taking effect as well. It's a truly desperate situation for them. May the 5 of you have a safe trip to hell. If you reincarnate, try to become honest people next time. With death agony sounds echoing in my back, I leave the place while holding Elf-san. After safely rescuing Elf-san, I start looking for a watering place as I hold the girl. I have to give her the antidote, and if I don't treat her wound soon, it will leave a scar. It would be a shame for a scar to be left on that smooth, pure white skin. But the girl is strangely quiet. However, I think that normally, one wouldn't be this calm after being saved by a child who then flew into the sky. Say, we're flying right now, right, Elf? That's right. You're scared. You want me to land? Serious, not at all. It's amazing, amazing. Flying over the sky is so pleasant. Elf, I guess I was wrong. She's actually trembling with excitement, isn't she? But she's unexpectedly tough. She just went through that whole situation, yet right now, she's in high spirits like a child over the sky's comfort. Even though her beauty makes her hard to talk to, when she shows this kind of face, I can't help myself but feel close to her. Yeah, I'm alright. Never mind that, you guys get to enjoy this feeling all the time. I'm so jealous, Elf. As I ponder while holding her, she suddenly starts talking toward empty space. Is she receiving an elf's radio wave or something like that? A radio wave? Now that I think about it, I'm having that discomforting feeling from earlier again. But it's invisible. It's the movement of some kind of no-chanting magic. Could it be that she... Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. By the way, where are we going, Elf? It's about time to land now. Serious. Just as she questions me as if to hide her embarrassment, I find a flowing river that crosses the forest. Since I don't detect any enemy with my search spell, I go down directly. Even if an enemy does come, I should be able to find out because the river's surroundings are covered with white gravel and small rocks, so I have a good view around me. I let Elfsan sit down on a rock and I take out the antidote from my backpack. This is the antidote. Think you can drink it by yourself? Serious, my numbness didn't go away yet. Please help me if you don't mind, Elf. She entrusts herself to me as if to say that I can do whatever I want. I take the antidote to Elfsan's lips in response to her expectations. It feels strangely hot, unlike when I did it to Alina-san. I feel like I'm doing something forbidden for some reason. Does the fact that I can't feel any lust at all because of my age even help? Phew. My body is getting hot, Elf. That means that your senses are coming back. I have to treat your wound fast before the paralysis disappears completely. Serious. I untie the towel I wrapped around her injury earlier and I confirm the state of the cut. It's still open, but it's not bleeding anymore. I wash the towel in the river and I use it to wipe the coagulated blood around the wound. Though it would normally be pretty painful, there should be no pain thanks to the paralysis. I'm going to put my hand on your wound for a little while, so please be patient. Serious, you can use healing magic, Elf. Well, it's a healing method indeed, but it's slightly different, I guess. Serious, there is a spell that heals injuries in this world. It's a spell of the water attribute magic. It works by covering the wound with magic water that has healing properties. Though I tried to learn it, I ended up giving up because my compatibility was very bad. However, I can use something similar. I press my hand on the wound, I concentrate some mana, and I pour it in Elfsan's body. We both stay silent for a while, but she notices something and starts looking embarrassed. Oh God, I made you help me that much and I still didn't thank you yet, Elf. Well, you're right. But I did it all on my own accord. Serious, that doesn't justify my behavior. It's only natural for me to thank you since you're my savior. But before that, can you tell me your name please, Elf? It's serious. Don't you normally give your name after asking for someone else's? Serious, I'm sorry, it's common courtesy among us elves as well. My name is Shamifia Aramis. Serious-kun, you saved me. Thank you, Shamifia. A smile. She thanks me with a face beaming with a big smile. It's very pleasant when it comes from such a beautiful woman. Thanks for the treat. Ah well, we're both safe so it's fine. Shamifia-san. Can I call you that? Serious, just call me Fia since I'll be calling you Serious. By the way, what are you? Serious? Fia. She is quite the aggressive young lady. No, the elf race seems to have a very long lifespan. She might be older than I was in my previous life, so I can't really call her a young lady. Now can I? What? Can't you tell by looking? Serious? Yeah, you do look like you're a child from the human race. However, even if you look normal in the front, you led 5 adults by the nose and used some unique magic never seen before. I traveled to many places, but I've never seen a human like you, Fia. As Fia says, I'm a non-standard from other people's perspective. And I even have the appearance of a 5 years old on top of that. But no matter what anyone says, I'm just a human. I only happened to reincarnate with the memories of my previous life, but I wasn't blessed with any special ability. This strength is the fruit of my own labor during my daily training. Even my magic is the result of the methods I made up myself. Even if you say so, I'm a genuine member of the human race. I'm a child and I'm still 5 years old. Serious, 5 years old? You do look like it, but it seems very unlikely for a 5 years old to be able to use those movements, Fia. Well, it's because of various circumstances. It's hard to explain, so I don't really know what to say. Serious? Well, I just reincarnated and kept my previous memories really. As I start having a slightly distant look, Fia misunderstands and begins to panic. I'm sorry. I reminded you of something unpleasant, Fia. No, you didn't. Anyway, I'm just a normal human being. I got this strength as a result of a daily training. The possibilities of humans are infinite. Serious, I don't think so, but I feel like I can understand that when I look at you. You'd put adults to shame, wouldn't you? I'll take the compliment. Serious, please do. But why did a human like you go out of his way to help me? Those guys weren't amateurs. You would have been killed if you had failed. Maybe because I thought that my chances of success were high enough. Serious, still, humans consider the elf race's members as pretty rare. Therefore, they try to capture us by using any cold-hearted means they can, just like the bandits a little while ago. Well, you're a human too, but I know that you're not like that. Why did I help her? I decided to help her only after the moment I saw everybody. I didn't do it for a humanitarian reason. I most likely wouldn't have helped if it was one of the 5 guys in Fia's position. In this world, the weak are meat and the strong do eat. Those guys obviously tried to capture Fia with a gold and lust in mind, and I wanted to satisfy my own desires. I'm the same when you thinking about it. I just wanted to get to know you because of the rarity of your race, I guess. Also, because you're a beautiful woman. Serious, the fact that she's beautiful had a lot to do with it. Though I said that seriously, Fia starts to laugh out loud with a dumbfounded look. Ha 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 ha, you want to get to know me because I'm pretty? It's my first time seeing someone revealing his ulterior motives so casually. Well, that's because I'm a man. Is there a problem with answering this honestly? Serious, hee. Yes, there is, but it feels pretty good to be called a beautiful woman, so it's alright. Say, can I meet you after? Oh, what do you mean? Serious, well, I mean, let's be friends. No, rather please be my friend. I give her a firm handshake with my free hand. At last, I was able to make an acquaintance other than Alina and co. Moreover, she is a beautiful elven woman. That's a good start and a good omen for the future. I wonder if my numbness has disappeared. Hey? Serious. It's good of you to try to cure my wound, but this is the consequence of my own mistake. So you don't need to take care of it. Fia, it's alright, I think I'll be done soon. Serious, when I remove the hand that I was pressing until now, the wound that was under it disappeared completely as if it was never there. Fia starts touching in admiration the place where the wound used to be. This is amazing and I almost couldn't feel the mana. It's my first time seeing chantless recovery magic. It's not recovery magic. Since I don't have any attribute, my compatibility with the water attribute is pretty bad. Serious, what? You don't have an attribute? You're joking, right? What I do is pouring my mana in the other party to stimulate hers, then I just have to activate the person's self-regeneration. I actually came up with this to cure my own injuries, but it's also possible to use it on others. It's cheap and I call it the regeneration spell. It takes some time, unlike the magic recovery with water, and since it demands to stimulate the other party's mana, a precise control of mana is necessary. However, it's the only type of recovery I can use. It's pretty bad and not natural. And, as I expected, she's surprised to hear that I don't have an attribute. The elves have the same opinion on that, don't they? Haven't you been flying in the sky? I figured that you were from the wind attribute and that you flew by using a wind spell. Well, I don't really fly, I just run by using mana. Moreover, you are using the wind attribute as well when you use those magic spirits. Right, serious, how did you find out that I can use magic spirits? Her face takes a form similar to a no mask. Did I screw up? No, I think I should be honest with her. I start talking without minding her. Perhaps it was because the wind spell you used against those men was too strong when compared to the amount of mana you used. When you did that, I started to feel something odd around you. Serious, the wind spell she used against those thugs was a misfire, but from what I sensed, she only used a handful of mana. If her mana wasn't obstructed by the poison, the bandits would have been blown away, as she said it herself. And when I touched Fia, I confirmed that the discomforting feeling doesn't come from her but it's whirling around in her surroundings. I believe that discomfort comes from a spirit, and if that's the case, then it's most likely a wind spirit. FIA, with a serious face, answers to my explanation. Sirius, can you see the spirits? FIA, no, I can't see them. But since I felt something weird around you, I just figured that it was because of spirits. Sirius, that's right. Is it your first time seeing spirit magic? FIA, yes, it's a first for me. However, it's serious, the spirit magic is way overpowered, just like my gun magic. Though it was written that it's strong in the documents I checked, after seeing the real thing, I think it's above that. At any rate, with a small amount of mana, she can call forth spirits to make something like a storm. I have a hunch that if she gets serious, she could make a natural disaster at the level of a tornado. I misfired it, but it was great, right? That's why I try to hide it, since my tribe would make me use it even by force if it's found out. FIA, certainly, if it's that power, it's perfect to use as a weapon. Under normal circumstances, elves always try to be peaceful, but if they find out about the spirit magic, they might unexpectedly turn to the offensive. To call the spirits, I only have to use some of my mana, but the spirits go overboard if I give way to my feelings. Because it's like that, I have to constantly handle my emotions. FIA, she talks with a smile, yet it looks forced, even though she's trying to hide it. She probably goes through a lot of hardships because of that power. It's a pain that only those who have a power too strong can understand. Too strong, huh? Oh. Come on, this is my issue. So you don't have to make that kind of face. Serious, FIA, no, I don't understand this spirit business, but I can understand when it comes to hiding power. Serious, that's right, this has got to be fate. I'll make this girl who's suffering by herself understand that she's not alone. As I'm about to show my magic to FIA, who's questioningly tilting her neck, I notice some sort of huge body drawing near. Something is approaching. Serious, well, my spirits certainly are agitated. Wait, what's that? FIA, turning my eyes up to the sky, I see a huge thing flying. It's a big animal with a lizard's body and wings growing on its back, a demon said to be a dragon subspecies in books. A wyvern, But I see only one. Did it stray from its flock? Serious, let's hide and calmly observe it. It would be troublesome if it targets us. FIA, too late. It seems like it already caught sight of us. Serious, while letting out a high-pitched roar, the wyvern comes straight toward here. I think it's probably 3 times as big as me, and its solidity is even greater according to books. It's like a young dragon, isn't it? Even so, it's quite big. Serious. Oh, for crying out loud. I guess it can't be helped. For now, hold on a lit. FIA tries to release a spell while holding steady, but she seems to be unable to concentrate her mana, probably because the poison didn't wear out yet. I pat the shoulder of the girl sweating from her forehead in order to reassure her, and I walk out to the front to protect her. Come back, Serious. I can't kill it, but I can at least drive it away. FIA, it's alright. Please leave it to me from here. Serious, the wyvern is now approaching imminently. Locating its prey, the wyvern dives down to attack, and aiming at it, I point my index finger. Are you paying attention, FIA? Your spirit magic isn't the only powerful one. I'll show it to you. Serious, wait, what are you saying? FIA, magnum. Serious, from my fingertip, I fire the mana bullet that I have fired many times over the past few years to increase my accuracy. I picture the fired bullet exploding upon the impact collision, so it instantly goes through the wyvern's eye and releases a shockwave in its brain, making its head explode. Naturally, the wyvern doesn't survive. It keeps gliding with the momentum of its nosedive, and it passes beside us to then fall on the ground. FIA looks dumbfoundedly at the wyvern that was annihilated in only an instant, but she recovers after a short time and slowly turns her face to my direction. Just now. What was that? What the heck did you do? FIA, this is one of the original spells I can use. It's strong as you can see, but what do you think of it? FIA, Serious, I have no words. It doesn't have a chant, and yet it fires a magic this powerful. FIA, as I thought, it's amazing even from your point of view. the spell just now. Can you not tell anyone about it? Serious? It's not like I intend to do that, but why? Using this magic would get you a huge amount of invitations from nobles and royalty. It's saddening that so many people are likely to exploit children, isn't it? Look, we're the same. Serious? FIA isn't the only one who's hiding her powers. In short, we shared each other's secrets. I see. Then, since you didn't pry earlier, I won't pry either. Got it? Serious? That's how it is. FIA and I are friends with the same secret. The girl realizes my intentions, and this time she turns a genuine smile towards me. While waiting for Fia's recovery, I check the body of the wyvern. Since its head exploded and scattered blood, I need to finish taking care of it before demons gather. And, as I examine the parts likely to sell, Fia, who's now able to walk, looks up at the wyvern while humming. But still, it's really amazing, Tilda. You defeated the wyvern just by pointing your finger at it. Fia, I'm not that good, I just aimed at a soft part. Because the eyes are not covered by scales, as one would expect. Serious? Just being able to aim at such a small part is plenty enough in itself. Putting that aside, what are you doing? Fia, although it's not that big or solid, it's still said to be a dragon kind, isn't it? I'm trying to tear off the raw materials on it, but let alone the scales, my blade can't even cut through the wing's patagium. I want this patagium, but this knife is no good. It's solid and flexible, so I want to take it somehow, but serious? It's certainly impossible with this small knife. Take this, I'll lend it to you. Fia.